Hey guys, OgreBarberian here. We're gonna stream some more today. Not really sure what we're doing, but you know, we're gonna have some fun. Hopefully people will join the chat and we'll be able to, you know, maybe do some stuff. Alright, let's see. What do I need to do with all my energy? Go ahead and try to finish out. No. Looks like we have good health, which is good. Whoever's watching, thank you for watching. If you'd like to leave a comment for something you'd like to see, please do. Alright, getting close. Hey, Hollywood! There you are! Is there anything particular? Yeah, I do, and it's allergy season here in California, so we got some gnarly stuff right now. So alright, level 64 on Silver Banshee. Get her up all the way eventually. Yeah, no, yeah, that happened to me at the last stream, actually. I sneezed like 3-4 times, and I just like, couldn't breathe afterwards, and it was bad. That's how I ended the stream. It felt stupid. But it is what it is, you know? Allergies suck like that. Is there anything particular you want to see, or want to talk about? I didn't really have a plan. Just doing my daily stuff and messing around. Let's see where we're at here. 14,341. So I probably want to do a couple of battles here so I stay in the 15,000. Yeah. Let's see if I can even climb to 10,000 maybe. Oh, let's go to Bane. That's not too bad. Bane's not really a problem for me. So. The Invisible Robin. Not yet. I have not gotten a chance to check that one out just yet. I do plan to. And there's that glitch with Dr. Poison, where their health bars just kind of don't change. We are here. There's a rock, which is fine. She don't care. And punch down the face. Alright. How far did 9 points move us? Quite a bit, actually. So yeah, I might try to push top 10k on this real quick. Since I don't want to go too heavy in my normal PvP right now, so I can drop a little bit. Ugh, Harley. Stop it. No worries, buddy. No worries. You gotta cook the pancakes first. I get it. It's cool. The pancakes. I get it. Nothing big beats good stack of pancakes. Oh, and of course, crap gets blasted with the enrage. I'm really slowing down. What makes me like bleed teams? Well, one of the main things this is Ogre? Don't know what. Okay. One of the main things that makes me like bleed teams is that a lot of times they can deal with characters that are really hard to deal with for a lot of players. Characters like Bane and Cyborg Superman and Deathstroke. It was really, really good during the Deathstroke era because they just didn't care about his awareness at all. They just wrecked through him real quick. So yeah, bleed teams have always been kind of one of my things, just because I love how I love playing control. Yes. Because of the taste. They are very flavorful. I'm not gonna lie. And I've learned that a lot of things, when you watch your opponent die to a bleed, it's so satisfying to just watch them pop on their turn as they were about to wreck you, probably. So it's really satisfying to do that. That's one of the reasons right there, probably. And my personal favorite characters in the game right now are bleeders. Lobo is one of my favorite characters from comics and other media, and he happens to be a bleeder. Just worked out for me that way, I guess. I got lucky in that aspect. But another big reason that bleeders have kind of become my thing is because when the game first started, Chemo was a huge laughingstock character in the Reddit forums, and like nobody liked him at all. I love him, so who would I like to see as a bleeder in the future? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, kind of a trick question, actually, because I would actually like the two characters that had their bleeds taken away were given them back, but it's not going to happen. Superman used to have bleeds on his heat vision, as some of you may know, and then Sinestro Yellow Lantern actually originally applied bleeds as well. And they took those away for some reason really quickly, really early on in the game history. So, but the short answer being that I would like to see some energy characters that have bleeds, because right now I'm running on 2 energy characters that have bleeds, where I have like 6 mystics and 6 physicals. You know, it's just, or 7 mystics and 6 physicals, something like that. It's really obnoxious to see the disparity and the difference in who has bleeds and who doesn't. Like, why does energy not get bleeds? I don't get that. Like, specifically character-wise, though, I'm really not sure who I would like to see with bleeds, to be honest. That is a good question. I'll have to get back to that one at some point. You definitely got me thinking now of what characters I would like to see with bleeds in the future. Because what happened? I can't see it. Black Manta would be cool. Yeah, he would be a cool character in the game. I don't know if he would have bleeds. He could, since pretty much every one of the Aqua family does either have bleeds or mends. So it is quite possible. I think General Zod with some bleeds would be cool, given the heat vision bleeds that Superman had taken away. That would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Also, if anybody wants to see a really cool interaction with Dr. Poison and Awareness, watch Deathstroke stats. They're all gone! So that's how she's really cool. And because she killed people, Deathstroke also gained all of those buff immunities, so he actually won't get his mend and his death immunity, I don't think. Yep, I completely shut that off. So that was kind of cool. That's why Dr. Poison's really cool. Yeah, she's really good. Hey, Liz. Liz, I need you to get into the chat. I missed a comment.
What?
I missed a comment. Just give me your phone when you get a chance.
Oh, you just bumped it.
I've got you out of it, don't worry.
Charlotte, stop!
What did I miss? Oh, okay. Can't think of any characters that you'd want to see that have. Okay. Hey, man, how's it going?
So I don't want the babysit today.
Oh, you don't? What happened?
Well, there's like the day off.
Oh. You know what? Wonder Woman Princess Themyscira. A lot of people think that she is, the main counter for Bleeds, but I'll tell you what. Bleeds actually have a really strong ability to control her. So you don't have to worry about her quite as much as you might think. Let's see if I actually have
I
any
just want a purge team.
Wonder Woman.
When I go against Bleeds.
Well, that's what Wonder Woman does. She does the purging, so people want
So I
to.
need a lot of other characters.
Do I have any Wonder Woman? No, of course not.
Like how Jordan does when he has his hammer, Zatanna does with the rabbit.
Well, no, they're talking about, like, team purging. Not.
Well, I'm sure I can use a few other ones, but.
I'm going to spend all my energy if I'm not careful here. Alright, last one. Last one, looking for a Wonder Woman. Looking for that Wonder Woman. Of course not. Hit the other Wonder Woman, plenty, but no Princess of Themyscira. Basically, the point is that you can control Princess Themyscira fairly well. With some of your characters, depending on how you target everything. Wonder Woman Princess Themyscira is not as bad as she might seem. So, give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna go figure out why the baby is screaming. Sorry about that. No, the baby was chewing on her own fingers and saying it hurt. So, yeah. That was that. I don't know why, what made her think that was a good idea. So, whatever. $11,484. I'm guessing there's a lot of people actually trying to clamber into that top 10K. I'm probably not going to go up very quickly at this point. Kid Flash. I have not looked at him a whole lot just yet. Let's take a peek. I know Doombox and Hitmail are both really high on him. Saying that he could be really, really dumb. And I really like the idea of him with, like, Chemo for his basic legendary. Just being able to steal that meter and give it to Chemo would be really cool. So, because Chemo's really slow. And then transfer all speed downs from team to random enemy. For none. Apply 2 speed downs to random enemy. I assume you mean Reverse Flash. That was because during his PvPs and everything else, I was in a funk and almost quit playing during that time frame. So, yeah.
You were in a funk when?
During the Reverse Flash days.
Oh,
That's also why my
season
Steppenwolf is really, really bad as well.
because you couldn't get your first flash at the time, is that it?
No, I never bothered because I was in a funk and I didn't play PvP at all, really. So,
So what snapped you out of it?
the Oddsman broadcast and YouTube. So, anyway, back to Kid Flash. Third one, 20% chance for Pete, 2% chance for speed ups in enemy team. Okay, so he has a chance to double hit with his AoE. Yeah, no, I was plenty powerful. I just didn't care to do PvP at all. Like I said, I almost was on the brink of just quitting altogether. And Reddit posts that I created, and the oddsman kind of broke that, and I didn't quit, and so now I'm here where I am. So I'm kind of glad I didn't. All right, passive. Black heal red ally, kill rush, force speed ups in turn. Also plus 50% damage. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. Getting him force speed ups really not that hard. Speed up. Alright, so it mostly cares about if enemies have speed ups and if he has speed ups. I believe he actually doesn't gain any speed ups himself. Yeah, Chemo is glorious indeed. Like I said, I actually championed Chemo just because when I first started playing, he was pretty much the brunt of every joke on the Reddit. Pretty much everybody hated him. And I'm like, he's good! Damn it! I'm gonna prove it! And so I... Best team for Martian Manhunter lead. That's an interesting question. Let's dive into that, shall we? But let's finish my thoughts on Kid Flash real quick before I do that. So you can steal speed ups and give speed downs. Oh, he has a chance to gain speed ups. Okay, so he does have a chance to gain some speed ups. 35, 38, 41, 45, 50%? Oh, it's not a lot. For 2 speed ups? Yeah. There's easier ways to get him more. Kid Flash is interesting. I think he'll require a team built around him a little bit to fully unlock his kit. You're going to want, like, Flash, Poison Ivy, DOJ, maybe? Just to transfer around speed ups, constantly speeding up. Or like Survival Support Suit Lex Luthor could also enable him rather nicely with LexCorp Nanomeds, giving speed ups. So, like, there's ways to enable him. Definitely, he could be really cool. I don't. He's definitely worth playing around with. Very much worth playing around with. Yeah. And as far as the Reverse Flash comment, I am hoping to get him to Legendary with these 2 events that are coming up. So hopefully we'll be able to get the Legendary. Because I need, what, 120? It's not too bad. I only need 120. I can do this. 120 to Legendary 1. Yeah, so we're looking at Martian Manhunter now. If anybody is wondering why she said she's murdered Smurfs.
Oh, wow.
Look at your hands. She just dyed her hair blue.
And you're next. other characters that mess around with turn meter are what hate, and others are hyping out to work with.
Yeah, no, Kid Flash with other turn meter controllers is going to be nuts. I think with turn meter manipulations. The cool thing about him is that it's on his basic. So you're looking at like some of the teams that I used to run for hero challenges. You just run like something like this. Just run something like this for a hero challenge team, and you're gonna get out of hand really fast. Captain Cold and Kid Flash both have turn meter down on their basic. They both have speed down. Flash is just going to start fucking his passive constantly. So it doesn't even matter what gear level these guys are at for the most part. Like gear 9 would probably get you through any hero challenge that I can think of. So I mean, there's a lot to be said there for that. Although, maybe you go like this instead, because Deathstroke's meter down is a little stronger, and it gives you the early taunt or pass the awareness with Ivy to get everybody to set up properly. He is a little slower, and it does take a little longer, but Captain Cold might be better. I don't know. Like there's some messing around where Kid Flash will fit into that team. So Captain Cold's really good. Like he's no slouch. He's he might not be the toughest character. He's pretty squishy, but he's pretty solid, to be honest. All right, what are we working on? We're working on Manhunter. That's right. Let me go back to Manhunter. We want Manhunter lead. Let's take a peek at him real quick then. Call assist for his awareness. Gain awareness. Yes, Castaway is good. Also, if you have that legendary, and reminder, he also has to be invisible for that to work. You could also use Black Canary as turn meter down. And then she also has the evades, which would couple very nicely in with Ivy. Yes, Mushy Man Puncher. We're gonna make him good, dang it. I'm gonna break him. He's the next character on my list of characters that need to be broken. Just because everybody's so all uppity about it, it's just like, oh, shut up. He's actually really good.
I think they're all uppity because of how they kind of messed up with the releasing.
Well, no, I mean, people are still upset that he's just not very good. And I completely disagree. I think he's actually pretty darn good.
I don't know. I barely even got him by the skin on my teeth, so I wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
As it is, I'm very disappointed I'm not going to be able to get Starfighter.
Okay. So he can gain pretty hefty stack of awareness, and he's completely built around awareness. So let's just completely shenaniganize this. Let's completely shenaniganize this.
Break the Manhunter to be the strongest Manhunter there is.
We're just going to go full on 360 shenanigans. And if anybody wants to argue that this is not going to work, because she can copy awareness.
Ooh, yeah.
So Deathstroke starts with the awareness. Manhunter also makes everybody start with awareness. But Deathstroke starts with a fat stack. So Ivy copies that fat stack. Then Wonder Woman can continually pass it with her basic attack. If, for whatever reason, everybody loses all awareness, Martian Manhunter has the ability to put them back on so that Ivy can copy them again. Good luck getting through this. Would be my. I think this is a pretty nutty Martian Manhunter team, to be honest. Let's uncover Slade. Nope, doesn't revolve around any legendary effects for Martian Manhunter at all. He can totally just do his thing because, yeah, totally. The awareness is part of their kits. It's not necessarily that they are completely disabled or enabled by any of their legendaries. So. But yeah, I think this team actually looks pretty saucy. Like, kind of wish my DOJ and Manhunter were stronger so I can test it out.
I wish my Manhunter was stronger.
My Ivy and Deathstroke are both tier 10, so I would have to get my DOJ and the Manhunter out. And I don't want to do that. Even though this team looks really saucy. And then, of course, you have the chance with Manhunter and the assist Deathstroke. You have Woman's Purge and Evasion. You just, I'm gonna taunt because she's giving her also looks like the Is there any personal favorite characters as far as his kit, but damage. So, I'm not gonna lie, don't give a rat's booty about that one. Oh, we got some poor quality. No, it's me. So, yeah, it's the stream. I'm gonna walk outside and see if I can improve it a little bit for you.
Did it move to the window?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, baby. Like 100 degrees outside. Oh, it is gross. I would much rather be in my room where it's nice and cold. Alright, we're slowly improving. Sometimes my apartment complex goes into a dead zone. For whatever reason. I had perfectly fine stream health for... There we go. Hopefully it's getting better for you guys. I'm gonna get to some shade here. Alright. Hopefully it's a little better for you guys now. I had to go outside to my complex. I'm basically on the edge of my apartment complex now. So, that was how I can improve my stream health. Alright. So, what were we talking about? Superboy. Like, I wish I had gotten him to L2, because I really would like this ability. But I got him to L1, took his Frostbath, which allows him to use his Slam additional times. So, but again, one of those characters that's highly undervalued, not because his kit isn't good, but because of his damage just being lower. And it's just like, people need to learn to deal with it. Same thing with Penguin. Like, he's not a character designed for damage, he's literally just to protect your team. So, I got the sun in front of me now instead of behind me. There we go. So, anyway, now that we have this lovely Manhunter awareness shenanigans, is there anything else you guys would like to see? The noodles? What noodles? What are you talking about? You know what? The Blitz only giving 5 Battle Essence is actually a good thing in my opinion. You don't want players to be able to completely supplement Blitz from normal PvP, but you do want them to enjoy it, so you have to make the rewards worthwhile. And I think they did with the gems, you know. So, because there's players that would totally just bypass regular PvP for this, kind of like me, how I did. I will be going back to regular PvP also because I want those damaged good Joker fragments, so I can get them to at least L1. Would be nice. But yeah, if your Blitz currency was worth more than 5, there would be an issue, I think. Forgive me for shoving my face into the camera and showing random parts of my ear and whatnot. I'm not really sure what the policy on YouTube is for smoking, and I would just rather not show it on camera, so that I don't get in trouble. Right, exactly. The low-level teams, like, you want everybody to be able to compete, right? And you want them to all play on the same level, so I think they did a good job with the point system in there. And it doesn't matter what level you're at, you're going to face teams that are similar to yours. It's just that you're going to always get 3 to 9 points. So it's really good for like these blitzes and stuff, but doing it in normal PvP sounds like a really big problem, because then all of a sudden you do have these really low-level players who are just blowing everybody that's, you know, worked really hard on their roster out, and you don't want that as a company, because you want your veteran players to feel like they did something. You know, you don't want them just getting wrecked by noobs. Because then what's the point of having high-level rosters? Which is still already a problem. in the game, so yes, I know, Alyssa. Of course, my girlfriend's gonna badger me. I don't understand that one. The noodles, when character doesn't get good. I'm not really sure I follow. And that's why I don't do it around Charlotte, honestly. Alright. I'm out of TP energy. Weaken, no damage. Okay. Wet noodles, got it. Okay, okay. Now I get it, okay. I didn't follow you there for a minute. I was like, what? What are we talking about? Why does he look so pathetic? Just because my team wrecks through him? Because I have Red Hood and Dr. Poison. They kind of wreck him. Yes, the hitting like wet noodles, I get it now. Thank you. Okay, so personally, I don't care how much damage a character deals if their utility is high enough. Honestly. Like, Superboy has so many stuns in his kit that his damage doesn't matter. That's not what you're bringing him for. You're bringing him for his stuns, his true sight stuns. Like, that's what you're bringing him for. You're not bringing him for his damage. So, people are all obsessed with the one-hit KO thing, and I hate that meta so much. I kind of wish that characters had double the amount of HP that they had right now for the amount of damage that we deal. So yeah. Do I like soggy noodles? Well, noodles have to be wet in order to cook. So yes. I don't like hard noodles. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I get why people don't like them, but at the same time, it's just like you don't have to deal damage to fill your role. And characters like Penguin and Superboy, they're not designed as damage dealers. Scarecrow, not designed as a damage dealer. Batman World's Great Detective, not designed as a damage dealer. Like, Assault Warsuit Lex, not really designed as a damage dealer. Joker Damaged Goods, his damage comes from his bleeds. That's about it. Like, not everybody has to be a friggin' damage dealer. Like, I hate squishy characters, to be honest. And there's so many of them people run around with. It's like, oh, Power Girl's unbeatable, and Etrigan this, and blah, blah, blah. I find both of those characters to be absolute garbage. But that's just how I play. So, I mean, there's a difference in how you look at a character. Like, I love Ares. I wish I had more of him, and I'm glad he's in PvP packs finally, that I might actually have a chance to get into Legendary finally. And he's not a huge damage dealer, but he is a mega tank. And he will just wreck you if you let him build up at all. That is a valid point. Chemo literally spills his bleeding heart all over the enemy so that they take damage. Love the Chemo. Love the Glorp. So, as you can see, I have put a lot of effort into my Chemo. He will actually be my first level 80 character also, at some point. At some point in the very distant future. But he'll get there. So. And the idea that I actually am bringing him to level 80 is actually not because I want him to be my first level 8 character, it's actually because I want him to be my portrait. I have to gain probably another 5 or 6 levels for him to pass Robin as my portrait. So as long as nobody passes Robin, then Chemo should be my portrait by level 77, 78, 79, somewhere in there. Because he's gaining like 50 points per. So that's actually why I'm doing that. Again, because Chemo was the original joke character. Everybody hated him for his lack of damage and squishiness and everything else about him. And it's just like, but he does so much more. Why can't Chemo hit the 7,000 mark? He can, and that's why I'm leveling him up. Every level gives him 50 more points. Again, the noodles, like, okay, so the character doesn't do a ton of damage, so what? Like, Red Hood doesn't do a ton of damage, but people loved him because he shut down Deathstroke. Like, his utility was really, really high, and it made up for it. It still does. His utility is still insanely high, but people refuse to use him as much as they used to. I don't know why. His leadership is on borderline busted. Like, it is absolutely bonkers to make somebody lose 50% turn meter. The entire team lose. Sorry about the hiccup there. I actually really like Silver Banshee. She's been proving to be quite good. The heal immunity is invaluable on a one-turn cooldown. Having that heal immunity has been very good. Doesn't matter if I have perfect stream health, the thing just decides to, every once in a while, pop me off. So, sorry about that. But yeah, Silver Banshee is, she's proven quite good. Like I said, her Banshee stare has been really good. And I'm looking forward to getting into those last couple of levels. Death Whale is just obnoxious when it triggers, and then having that ability to stun them is just absolutely nuts. And I was originally going to take her to L5. I missed a couple of days, or a couple of nodes somewhere, and I was like, alright, fine, L4 is good enough. So I got her to L4. But she's proven quite good. I'm looking forward to getting her to Gear 11 and get her heal immunity maxed out so that she can wreck some people. So, and I'm still waiting to upgrade Dr. Poison so I can get her heal immunity. I need more heal immunity. Everybody needs heal immunity nowadays, so Silver Banshee is a great one to have around because she does have that amazing one-turn cooldown heal immunity. Yeah. Hopefully everybody was able to reconnect as I reconnected. I don't know why it does that. It just does it sometimes. But yeah. I actually passed on the opportunity to get Vixen up to L3 this week because I would have had to been top 100, and I would have had to basically forego a lot of board clears to do that. And since I already have Vixen at L2, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to get my Joker to L1 finally, because he needs L1. very badly. Freeze. Ha 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 ha. Apply 3 bleeds. Enemies hit by the damage. And then I don't like that one at all. Don't like that one at all. That's the other one I want if I do get him to L2 finally. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to L2 with him, so I can get him up to par as well. 58. And again, Joker's one of those characters that a lot of people don't like just because, oh, he doesn't do any damage, he doesn't take a hit. And it's like, okay, but how many characters can you name that have a 100% stun that is on a 2-turn cooldown? Oh, right, you can't. Because there are no other characters that have that low of a cooldown naturally with a 100% stun. His passive, like, it really does. It does seem monstrous. Especially when you add in the legendary upgrade to purge 3 buffs from the target. Yes, need maximum bleed. That's exactly right. But the turn meter down and the affinity resistance down, like, he looks like he'll be an absolute monster once I power this up all the way. And I have, like I said, I'm hoping for L2. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tough. But I'm going to try. So I need a lot of fragments yet. Still got 47 to go to get to rank 5. And then I would need 220 more. So I need 267 to get into L2. It's going to be tough. It's multiple board clears a day for the rest of the month. So, yeah. What is it, like 23 days or something? Or 27 days of 2 board clears a day. So, yeah, it's going to be tough to get him where I want him. But I'm going to try. And I'm probably going to be honest here. I'm probably going to be dumping a lot of this essence gems into PvP refreshes so that I can lose constantly, so I can have easier board clears. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get him to L2, but at least L1. L1 I shouldn't have a problem with only 120 fragments. That shouldn't be hard at all. So yeah, looking forward to that. He's my last bleeder that isn't at least gear 10. As you can see, my bleeders top of my roster. And then we drop down to Captain Cold, Green Arrow, Bane, some others. And then at around Huntress, she's not gear 10. Enchantress is gear 9. Killer Frost, I don't even think it's full gear 9 yet. And a lot of gear 9s here. I was stopping a lot of people at gear 9. So, I mean... But, since I have everybody on here, and we're theory crafted, and whatnot, aside from this team looking really ridiculous, I had some team ideas that... Yeah, I already have a ton of Blue Beetle too. I've got him at least L2, and I'm probably never going to use him. I'm going to put together some teams here that I was going to look at potentially doing after the bleeders are pretty much complete, which is going to be soon. So, I mean... Oh, wait, that one was already ready. Although, this one, we did have a conversation during the Doodle experience that kind of showed that Batgirl was just a better leader for this team. Just because of her leadership. I haven't looked at her all that much, but I mean, just the one upgrade on her basic, now it can't miss baseline, like that's really powerful. You don't have to waste a legendary on it. And then the heal immunity for a couple of turns is really nutty also. Let's go ahead and take a look at her real quick, actually. My Terra is garbage. I missed her PvP weeks. Back in the day. Yeah. Didn't pull any of her out of PvP packs either. So I got nothing. Yeah, special damage. I like the fact that she's special damage now. That's actually really important. She did lose some evasion downs, but that's okay, I think. Agility up, chance up to all allies, chance to apply shields. Well, I like the hit chance and the agility up. I'm not sure why they made the shield chance, but, you know, whatever. Instant immunity is also good. Again, special damage, evasion down. So same time, 50% or 20% silenced. Okay, so that's not too hard. Silence is pretty prevalent. Start a turn, purge, debuffs, trigger meltdown, dealing special damage to all enemies. All allies. It's not terrible. They altered that a little bit, so buff immunity, random enemy. That's not bad. Like, honestly, I think, like, right here, that's all you need. All you need is your basic. If you ever use anything else, I'd be surprised. Probably here in a little bit. But yeah, I think she's in a good spot. She looks like she's good utility, from what I can tell. So anyway, my question for you guys: what do you think of either this team being a stun heavy comp, or potentially this team and last one more that I'm debating on right now. Oh yeah, I don't have her yet. The other team that I'm debating on would be, we'll just do this. I'm going to substitute one star for another. Alright, so this is the third team that I was debating, but it wouldn't be Star Sapphire, it would be Star Fire. Our new addition. So we've got heavy sustain team with lots of random attacks, extra bonus attacks everywhere. I really like the concept. I love this team on hero challenges as it is. So I love this team a lot for hero challenges. Or I can work on this team to kind of get the stun comp going. There's still a lot of room for growth on this one too, because there's a lot of characters that have stun. Or there's the Can't Touch Me team with Scarecrow, Batman Beyond, Batgirl, and Constantine. What do you guys think that I should do? These are the three teams that I'm debating right now as to where I go after the bleeds, because as you noticed, all three of them had bleeders in the teams. So I mean, I love Grodd. I'm hoping they have another sale for him eventually, so I can get more of him. So, and then Killer Frost, you could also substitute her out with like 2DK Batman if you needed the anti-evasion. You like the Swamp Thing one? Yeah, the Swamp Thing one is one of my favorites. If you haven't had a chance to see the video where I previewed Swamp Thing when he first got reworked, I had already been working on him to get to Gear 11 anyway, and then his rework happened, and I was like, oh my god! I actually laughed like through the entire last half of that video just because there was so many extra attacks just flying all over the place. I could not believe what was going on. It was so fun. I had a lot of fun with it. So, and I do have a lot of fun with this team. So, like I said, I love running it in hero challenges. Kind of wish my Enchantress was L4, but oh well. I'm like 60 short, 59 short, because I wouldn't mind having this one, but it is what it is. And then as far as, I don't know how far I'll be able to get Starfire, hopefully it will hit pretty good. And then my Bane is capable of L4, which gives him his basic, for even more strength downs everywhere. And that's what the team's currently based around. Because Swamp Thing can apply strength downs with his AoE, Enchantress can play AoE strength downs as well, which also can happen when she procs her getting healed effect from Swamp Thing. And then Bane can apply strength downs with his punch, which he'll be randomly doing all over the place. Enchantress is fairly underrated. She's very good. And that was actually the reason I was looking at Starfire as the the fourth, but again, she is also Mystic, so there was that problem. But she has a lot of strength downs in her kit too, and the men's also. You can get stacks of men's here pretty good. Yeah, both teams are really, really fun. All three of those teams, I think, are really, really fun because, like the hit chance down team, it's literally all a debuff team. So, like even this team would be a lot of fun because I have the Nightmare to get the stun chance, additionally. So I mean, I'll be throwing stuns out randomly as well. And then Constantine also, cares about the number of debuffs on your opponents. So there's going to be debuffs flying all over the place. And then with Batgirl as the leader, you're going to be healing your team constantly whenever they miss. Like, it seems really nutty. And I haven't actually assigned Batgirl's points yet. So I would be able to take her hit chance down and her start with 3 evasion. Although, I like that one too. But call assist if they have no buffs. Well, everybody's running around with buff nowadays, so Batgirl, probably not using that anymore. But anyway, these are the 3 teams, and I am kind of leaning towards the sustain team. I really like the sustain team a lot. Like I said, they're so much fun to just randomly attack all over the place. And then I know Duloth and I were talking about this one earlier, how we were gonna, and that's why Batgirl's now in the lead instead of Scarecrow. And then stuns are they're fun, they're good control. We did, however, find a bug with Duloth. Captain Gurgi said that Killer Frost will actually proc Princess of Themyscira's transfer of debuffs, which it shouldn't, because there's no damaging effect in her skill whatsoever. Yes, Batgirl she's a lot better than she was, to be honest. She's pretty good. Yes, I know you love sustain. You run Hal, Enchantress, Zatanna. Just sustain. Let's survive. So, but anyway, like I was saying, Killer Frost, her secondary ability that just stuns, it shouldn't trigger because there's no damaging effect in it whatsoever. So I'm wondering if it's reading the turn meter down as an attack, or it's just bugged. But I will be submitting that to WB with the stream evidence from Duloth as well. So hopefully we'll figure that one out. But yeah, I am leaning towards this one right now. It would just require me to get Starfire. So yeah, no, I hear you. Like, it's hard to get some characters right now, and she just had that hero challenge and rework and everything. So it's like, when is she coming back? Ever? Never? I don't know. Like it makes no sense sometimes. Additionally, I was also thinking that this team would actually do well with Black Canary. Um, and the reason I was looking at Black Canary was because she has meter down on 2 of her abilities. Like, she doesn't have to be the leader. You don't really need her to be the leader. Her leader is very confusing, and I wouldn't have it built that way. But just the meter downs would be just fine. And then she has this ability right here that gives her allies counterattack. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75. 75% chance for an ally to counterattack if she evades. So that was why I was originally using her in the team, was that Batman Beyond, Scarecrow, and Constantine all can go invisible. So she could be the only target that they have, and if she has a stack of evasion, they're not going to hit her, which, if they're not hitting her, they're triggering Scarecrow's leadership, or chance at leadership, I should say, because he's got a max of 50%. 22, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, 50%. 50%. I think she's very viable at L2. I think L2 is her sweet spot, to be honest. If you have both of those meter down moves, that's all you really need. You don't really need the rest of hers, to be honest. Black Canary, I don't think she needs a whole lot. L2 is perfectly fine. But yeah, that was originally my idea, was that Scarecrow would be proccing his Living Nightmare a lot, which has that chance to stun, and they would also apply speed downs because of the leadership. Now, whether or not that's more valuable, or Batgirl's heal and purge counterattack is more valuable, I am not sure. But at the same time, I could build all 5 of these characters up. Well, 4, because I already have Constantine pretty much built up. So yeah. Yeah, Canary is, her rework was pretty good, to be honest. So, but anyway, I am very torn on which of these teams to do post finishing my bleeders, which again should be probably this month of June. So come July, I would be able to start working on these other ones. But like this one, my Bane is already gear 10, my Enchantress is already gear 9, Swamp Thing's already gear 11. Whereas, yes, I know you Starfire. Whereas this one, Constantine's at 11, Scarecrow's at 9, Batman Beyond, Batgirl, and Black Canary are all much lower. With Batman Beyond being the highest, and he's at not even quite gear 5. So, I mean, I'm not really sure where I want to go. So, probably depending on how I do in the Starfire PvPs, I think I'll probably determine it, to be honest. Because if I don't get her to, L1 or 2 at least, she may not be viable. So yeah, depending on how her PvP weeks go with my farming of damaged Joker damaged goods, will probably determine which of these teams I actually use in the end. We got 1 PvP. Let's go ahead and do that to round out. Where are we at? 10,300. Oh, she's asleep? That's good. But it's 12:45 and I need to get moving here. Go to Magic. Alright, so last PvP and then we're going to be out of here. If you guys have any thoughts or any things you want me to go over in the future, just let me know. And I'll be more than happy to oblige. So are going to get moving so fast that nobody else is going to take a turn. He has a ton of crit ups. And also I'm fighting against characters who are probably Q 6 or 7 at the most, with that 3000 power level. Yeah, critical, 21. Top 10 chemos that have sworn? What? Where are we? 98.45. How long is left in this one? Depends on the type of team you want. Do you want to control them, or do you want to just kill them instantly? That's the difference between Emerald Archer and Deadshot. So, I mean... Literally, it's do you want to kill them right now, or do you want to, be in control the entire match and not let them have a turn? Because that's what the difference is. $98.49 with 15 minutes to go. Wonder if I'll be able to hold on to that for 1,000 gems. Guess we'll find out. So, but I think that's about where I'm going to end this, guys. Until next time, enjoy and grind on.